What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Pearl Jam, yes indeed, Pearl Jam fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Ben Guevara, and Ben wanted to see me react to this song by Pearl Jam called Low Light. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait, hold on, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Pearl Jam, yeah, surprise, surprise. And the video has 221,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Low Light. That's all I got. We do have some artwork here. It does say Pearl Jam. Looks like it came off the Yield album, so I guess we got that. Look, this is the link that Ben gave me, okay? So if we're not in the right place, don't blame me. Blame Ben. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
My way. Wind goes by.
Just for the intro, I guess.
Sidetracked. Low light. Can't see my tracks. You're set way back. Can I be here all alone? Clear a path to my home. Blood runs dry. Looks and jealousy tell me wrong. I will feel calm. Voice blows by. Low light. Car crash. Low light. Can't wear my mask. Your thirst, my
That wasn't even at the end of the measure that time. That wasn't even at the end of the measure. That was halfway. That was at the beginning of a measure when they threw it in there. This whole thing with the 7 is starting to get irritating. It was nice at the beginning. For the intro, for the sake of the intro, you know, doing it with 6 and then with a measure of 7 and then a measure of 6 and then a measure of 7. Okay. that was fine. I had no problem with that. It's the intro leading into the groove. Okay, fine, no problem. After that, we got into the main part of the song, and it felt like we just went to straight 6. 6/8, 6/8, 6/8, 6/8. Now, every once in a while, they're throwing a 7 in there, and there might be a pattern. There might be, but I'm not finding it yet. Maybe it's at the end of every phrase, but I because no, I don't think it's at the end of every phrase. It feels random to me. And this last one wasn't even at the end. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It's like, wait. That wasn't even 7. That was 4. So what the heck? And like I said, at the beginning, like during the intro, no problem. Fine, cool. I liked it, actually. I thought that was really unique. I thought that was nice. It felt good. It felt smooth. It established a groove, and it was nice. It was well done. But ever since the intro ended and we got into the meat and potatoes of the song, these random 7s and 4s mixed in with dominantly 6/8, it's just not adding up. And as a result, it ends up stepping on itself, and it ends up wrecking the groove. You get into this groove of the 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. What? What happened to 6? If there was a pattern, like an established pattern, like, okay, we're gonna throw in a 7, or we're gonna throw in a 4. Sure, why not? 7 or 4. But make up your mind. Which one's it gonna be? 7 or 4? Before, use this as a pre-chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, chorus. If they did that every time, that'd be one thing, because there would be a pattern. It would be established. You would be ready for it. You would have yourself braced for it. You could anticipate it. Unfortunately, that's not the case, though. At least not that I'm seeing. Now, maybe it's there, and I'm just not seeing it. But I'm looking. I am really looking for it, and I'm not seeing a pattern, an established pattern. So, it's starting to get on my nerves, man. It really is. Now we're 6 and 7 again. No, that time it was a 6.
Two birds is what they'll see, getting lost upon their way. Wind rolls by, oh, I sigh,
I think the ending was the best part of the song. Once we stopped with the 7 and the 4 nonsense and we just stayed on 6/8, I think that was the smoothest part of the song. I think it was the best sounding part of the song. I thought it was the best feeling part of the song. Yeah, but seriously, like the last half of the song was nice. I dug it. First half of the song, it was irritating. It really was. Yeah, I don't know what to think of this one, honestly. This is a weird one. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Pearl Jam with Low Light. This was a request from Ben Guevara. Okay, yeah, I thought about this, and this was a weird one, man. It was. This was a bit of a rough one. Let's start off with the score, and we'll go from there. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 6.3. Yeah, 6.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, 6.3. What does that mean? Well, a 6.3 is a pretty good scale rating, so it's a pretty good song. It would also equate out to 3 out of 5 stars, and it would also equate out to a B- letter grade. So 6.3, pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars and a B-. Now, how did I come up with this score? Well, so glad you asked. I've always encouraged bands to experiment and play around with odd time signatures. When I do this, however, I also make sure to encourage them, but at the same time warn them that playing around with odd time signatures is cool. It's fun. But it's more important to have a nice, solid groove than it is to play around with odd time signatures and play around with theory, okay? And here's the thing, for the beginning of the song, for the intro of the song, they got it. They absolutely got it. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. They were able to take it, and they were able to establish a groove based around 6/8 and 7/8. 6/8 and 7/8. Weighs out to 13, and you were able to get that nice, fluid feel. Almost like a 12/8 feel with an additional beat as a setup. And it felt nice. You felt it coming. You knew it was going to happen again, and it did. Once they got into the main song, it disappeared, and it became just straight ahead 6/8. Okay, fine. No problem. Look, you did it for the intro. Maybe you'll do it again. Maybe you'll come back to that 13 for the chorus. Do the whole chorus with that 6, 7, 6, 7. Maybe they'll do that. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they'll just leave it for the intro. Maybe throw it back in there for the outro. Maybe do it for the guitar solo. I mean, there's a lot of things you could do that would make it sound smooth and pleasing to the ear. Easy to groove to. Unfortunately, that's not what we got. We got 6/8, 6/8, 6/8, 7/8. Okay? So we're doing 3 measures of 6 and a measure of 7 for the verses now, I guess? No. 6/8, 6/8, 6/8. I think it was 4/8. Wait a minute, where did 4/8 come from? Why is it there? What's going on? What happened to the groove? It's not easy to follow anymore. The groove is starting to dissipate. And when that happens, and you start playing around with complexity and putting complexity ahead in the level of importance, and you prioritize complexity over groove, you're gonna have a real hard time getting into it. You're just not gonna have a good time trying to get into the song. Now, I know for a fact that there are Pearl Jam fans right now screaming bloody murder. You just have to listen to it. You just have to get into the groove. Here are the key words. You have to listen to it a few times. You're probably right. I'm willing to bet if I listen to this song 2 times, maybe 3 times more, listen to it a very grand total of like 3 to 4 times, I'll probably get used to it, and I'll probably remember, oh, this is the 7. Oh, that's the 4. You know, this time going through, we're gonna do 3 measures, the 6/8, and then there's the 4/8. You know, I'm sure that would happen. Remember, I haven't heard the song before. This is my first time hearing the song, and as such, I'm giving you my first impressions of the song. And my first impressions, honestly, not a fan. Not a fan, because there is no pattern that I could pick up on, and I was looking for a pattern. Maybe it's 3/8, maybe it's 6/8, 6/8, 6/8, 7/8, 6/8, 6/8, 6/8, 4/8. Maybe that's it. Nope, because we did the whole next section, all 6/8, except for the very last measure, which was 4/8. So there was no 7/8 that time. And where's the pattern? It doesn't make sense. How can you get into the groove if there's no pattern? You start to get in the groove, and all of a sudden, oh God, we just hit a speed bump called 4/8. And it just ruined our groove, man. It just absolutely did. Now, here's the thing. After I paused and we moved on to the second half of the song, all the 7/8 and all the 4/8 nonsense disappeared, and they stayed in 6/8 the rest of the song. Man, I was so relieved that happened. But here's the thing. The damage had been done. And the whole time I'm listening to the second half, I'm enjoying it, and I'm in the groove. This is not a joke, man. I felt like I was walking on eggshells. I really did. I was just, it's coming. I know it's coming. Brace yourself. Here it comes. No, wait, it wasn't there. Okay, here we come. It's coming up again. Are we going to get 7 or are we going to get 4? I don't know. Brace yourselves. Hold on tight. Oh, wait, it wasn't there either. You know, so as a result, as much as I enjoyed the second half, I didn't enjoy it as much as I could have because I was so worried and I was bracing myself for that staticky, abrupt 7/8 or 4/8, whichever one they were going to throw in there, which turns out they didn't throw any of them in there. It was straight ahead 6/8 all the way through. And if I had just not been scarred by the first half, I probably could have enjoyed the second half a lot more. I love 6/8. I think 6/8 is one of the easiest time signatures to groove to. It's a nice feel, man. It really is. And I really kind of wish I could have enjoyed the second half more than I did. And I wish I could have just relaxed and just gotten into it. But I didn't want to hit another speed bump and not be ready for it. So this was a weird one, man. It really was. I mean, music, okay. Instrumentally, I liked the approach of the song with acoustic instruments, acoustic guitars. I liked that. Sounded like the bass was even acoustic as well. It sounded really good. The drumming was very subdued from a tone standpoint, but very active with what he was playing. But how he was playing was very subdued. I liked it. Sounded nice. Vocals sounded really good. I had no issue with the vocals. I loved the harmony work. I thought the harmony work was really nice, very appropriate for a style of song like this. It's just, unfortunately, I was so just being tripped up by those 7/8 and those 4/8. I was just like, ah! So, like I said, I got no problem with bands experimenting and playing around with odd time signatures, but not at the expense and not at the cost of the groove and the feel of the song, which, unfortunately, kind of fell by the wayside on this song for me. So, now like I said, I'm sure Pearl Jam fans are screaming bloody murder and going, Just listen to it a couple more times and you'll get it. You're probably right. I probably will. I only probably need to listen to this song 2 or 3 more times and I'll be like, okay, I got the roadmap now. Now I know that on the 4th measure, it's a 7/8, and on the 8th measure, it's 6/8, 6/8, 6/8. On the 8th measure, it's just 4/8, you know? I'm sure I'll pick up on it. But remember, this is a reaction video. It's my first time hearing the song, and my first impression of the song, not a fan. So I'll have to go back and listen to it again a few more times maybe, and maybe I'll appreciate it more. But as it stands right now, it's a pretty good song. It is. I see a lot of potential there, and maybe I just need to listen to it a few more times to really appreciate it. So, but as it stands, first time listen, 6.3. That's where I think we need to be, and that is where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap this all up in a nice pretty bow, shall we? We got a 6.3, which is pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.